She was just our light. She just showed that genuine love all the time.
Alaejah Johnson's joy shines in every picture and video you see, overshadowing labels defining the 22-year-old as intellectually delayed.
They label her special needs, but she was here to teach us how to be special. She was here to show us that genuine love, how to love.
A lesson her parents will now have to carry on.
22-year-old Alaejah Johnson was a happy and bright young girl with a beautiful soul and smile that shined bright. Her family considered her the brightest light within their family. To know her was to truly love her. Although classified as intellectually delayed, it never stopped Alaejah from living and enjoying life to the fullest. Alaejah was like an angel on earth. She had a way of teaching the world how to love without limits or conditions. She was always loved and supported by her family every step of the way. As her family gathered for a celebratory evening of events, no one could have ever imagined what would happen next. Around 7 p.m. on February 27th, Portsmouth police responded to a home in the 100 block of Allard Road, less than a mile from Tidewater Community College's Portsmouth campus. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive young woman suffering from a gunshot wound.
Police are looking for the suspect in a deadly shooting. It happened last night around 7 on Allard Road, just off of Gust Lane. Officials say they found a woman shot and killed.
The victim was identified as 22-year-old Alaejah Johnson, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to a gunshot wound to the head. According to Alaejah's parents, the family was preparing to celebrate their son's 17th birthday when her father arrived home, carrying in groceries and a birthday cake. Alaejah ran to the door to welcome him home when the sound of gunshots came out of nowhere, piercing through the walls, striking her in the head, killing her immediately. As Alaejah's mother rushed to call 911, additional shots were fired, also making their way inside of the home. Through it all, Alaejah's father held her lifeless body in his arms. In the blink of an eye, she was gone. What was supposed to be a celebration of another year of life for one family member turned into a horrific tragedy for another. Evidence of the horror conveyed all throughout the home. Bullet holes could be seen in the walls, ceiling, and TV. Alaejah's parents say they've never experienced anything like this before and do not believe they were the intended target. In the midst of their grief, Alaejah's family began searching for answers as to how and why she was killed. They feel as if it's almost like relearning the process of living because Alaejah was such a huge part of their family. Her parents hope sharing the beauty of her life and the pain of her absence convinces someone who knows something to come forward. They say that if no one speaks up, change will never come.
Alaejah Johnson was loved by so many. She was caring and giving, and her family wants people to know that their actions have consequences. They're now calling for people to come forward with any information. It's this smile the family of Alaejah Johnson misses the most.
Smiling from ear to ear with them eyes closed, that's how she smiled.
Her parents say the Mount Special Needs prom and graduation from Manor High School are moments they cherish even more.
The littlest things were the biggest things to her.
Now, when you turn onto Allard Road, you'll see her memorial.
That's a symbol for everybody that's riding past to know that we're not going to forget what happened.
On February 27th, her brother's 17th birthday, she was helping her dad as he brought in the cake into the house.
As soon as I shut the door, it was a wave of shots. Just loud, banging through the house.
And traveling through the walls.
The shots come in and, it hits her in the head and she goes down and I'm yelling, for my wife to call 911 and as she's trying to do that, another set of shots come through.
A horrific event, cutting her life short at just 22 years old.
She saw the world through the eyes, I say, of an angel, and that love that she put out there, was genuine.
Her family says she was labeled with special needs, but that never stopped her.
She was boundless in the things that she could do.
Over 200 people showed up to her funeral, the support overwhelming. But now her family needs support from the community to find the person responsible.
And as I was closing the door, we heard the shots ring out, and I turned to see one of the
There was 2 bullets that came through this room, one in which it hit her.
It hit her, and
which was a fatal gunshot wound to the head.
Alaejah was gone. With her went the family's bright light and their sense of peace.
You know, you're in your house where you're supposed to be safe. And as a father, not being able to protect her or, you know, just do something, you know, to prevent this, it's been hard.
Hard to grasp that gun violence took their daughter's life in the front of their home.
The bullet came in there.
Hit right here. You see where it's patched up?
It took out a piece of the...
Yeah, and she was standing here.
And more bullets narrowly missed their other children in the back of their home, too.
Hit the bottom of the TV.
And then ended over there.
Police haven't identified anyone who may be responsible for what happened to Alaejah. Her parents know someone knows something.
If it happened to you, you would want someone to come forward and help your family out to get the peace that they need.
For now, they're finding peace in expanding Alaejah's purpose in this world, to show us all how to love without limits.
She was here to show that love, spread that love, teach that love, and now it's up to us to apply that love.
Alaejah's mom tells me she's going to keep these flowers in her daughter's picture in the yard, a reminder that gun violence has consequences, and it won't stop until someone speaks up.
As of right now, the Portsmouth Police Department have not named any suspects. Alaejah's family is working with police to try to get leads from the community. The case remains ongoing.